Hello everyone, ThePackagedReviewer here. And man, it has been a while since I uploaded anything on here. Yeah, I know that's kind of the case whenever I upload something, but it seems that I haven't uploaded a thing throughout the summer this year. Along with real life stuff, taking an online class for college made my motivation to make content drop a ton. But hopefully over time it will go back up. I still don't see myself uploading that often though. Anyways, this video's topic is on a user named darknessawakens13. He may look like your average film memer, but trust me, you might want to keep within 20 miles of this guy. At the front of this guy's page, it's obvious that he has a fascination for kidnapping in media, especially when it's on children. Okay, about a minute in and we already have a red flag. What is it with this guy specifying the kidnapping being on a child most of the time? Like, kidnapping and trafficking on children is not something to be fascinated by, it is a real world issue. Not to mention, it doesn't help that he puts his diaper fetish in the mix, which doesn't really make the kidnappings any more appealing. Don't get me wrong, I'm fine if people have their own kings, but when it's on children or done in a disgusting manner, that's when the line is drawn. And it seems he doesn't grow tiresome of the same damn formula whatsoever with characters reacting negatively to a certain kidnapping. These scenarios just shouldn't arouse anyone in any way given how it gives off such non-con vibes. I really don't want to go too deep into this guy's obsession with kidnapping yet, so I'll just move on to how easily his memes can be recognized within the film meme circle jerk. There are many factors to his memes that make them distinct towards the rest of the so-called memes the DeviantArt user base has to offer. For one, he uses the same exact font for nearly every meme base he makes, and when he doesn't use a certain font, he just makes a base within the base. As if anyone would want to kidnap a specific character in a diaper. Another factor on what makes his memes distinct is that the squares are very unequal in distance and size, and even forgets to crop the meme sometimes. I know it's pointless to critique the concept of film memes considering it's pretty much DeviantArt's norm at this point, but copy and paste the squares, man! You're most likely going to piss off someone with OCD. And when he's quote-unquote too lazy to add text, he just leaves the instructions blank as if these drones know what to do with these memes at this point. To be fair, that's understandable considering how these have been plaguing the site for years. And my favorite factor of all of them is the fact that one of the images is flattened to oblivion. Why do you have to focus more on one thing than the other in these memes? Whatever happened to equality in fill-in memes? Hashtag equal focus for all pics. Alright, I'll take it down a notch. With all those factors taken into consideration, it's either that he has no sense in quality when it comes to making these, or he intentionally does this so he can be known for these style of memes. But I am not done talking about this guy's memes just yet. Aside from his kidnapping memes, the concepts of the memes are just outright weird. Maybe even more so than any film memer I tackled. This guy has some rather unusual choices for what characters he sims for. Like CDI Zelda, for example. That's like the least attractive of all depictions of her. What do you see in that one in favor of the more popular ones? Another unusual choice is Patty and Selma from The Simpsons. Of all the characters from The Simpsons, why them? I seriously don't understand this guy's taste in women. And if simming for many cartoon characters wasn't enough, he also sims for live action characters as well. Which is pretty creepy if anything, since you're essentially crushing on the actresses who play those characters. Much like his taste for women, his taste for movies is also bizarre as hell. He is an unironic fan of baby geniuses. You can't make this shit up, there are people out there who think that this piece of garbage is actually good. And if that didn't piss off enough people, he thinks that the original Star Wars trilogy is trash. Darkness, 99% of the Star Wars fanbase would like to have a word with you. Now, moving on to a more shameless theme he does with his memes. Kidnapping. The scenarios this guy makes that are centered around any form of bondage or kidnapping just gives him a bad name to outsiders. Let me just read some of his riveting and totally not sketchy scenarios. Random squirrel sims for the child. Bower kidnaps a random princess. What if Broad becomes naked? Have you heard of this awesome thing called Rule 34? What if Harley Quinn of all shows has a diaper episode? Random Broad changes a random baby's diaper. And the inevitable event that a child would get locked into a closet. Holy fuck, my mouth felt dirty after saying all of that. Forget washing the mouth, I'll just ingest a whole bar of soap. Anyways, let's just move on to the last part. As with most DeviantArt users, Darkness seems to deny the absurdity and creepiness when it comes to these fetishes. On a comment that called him out on a now deleted fill-in meme of child Anna being tied up and gagged, this is his excuse for making the meme in the first place. You know I wouldn't actually want this to happen to her, I'd want her to be rescued in the end. So you basically want this kidnapping to have a happy ending? Even if that was the case, it's still a fucked up thought to have. Besides, that's literally the majority of classic Disney movies in the main Mario games. Isn't that enough? Wait, you romanticize those too, so definitely not. Anyways, here's another comment misconstruing why people are against this kidnapping fetish, most likely from another deleted pic. Dude, it's a meme. I suppose her getting kidnapped in the show makes the creator a creepy person, huh? I'm totally against children being kidnapped, have quite a few memes of characters being sad because of it. Dude, the main reason why characters in cartoons and such are kidnapped is to simply create a plot line. You, on the other hand, create these scenarios for arbitrary reasons. Also, while the part about characters getting sad over kidnappings is true, you still have the memes like, top 9 kidnappings about children, why I like these child kidnappings, and a goddamn controversy meme centered around kidnapped children. You certainly aren't fooling anyone. But here's one that really takes the cake. When my friend, the Letterboxd critic, made a rant on this guy, he tried to get her on his good side by claiming that he quote-unquote learned his lesson, despite him still making these types of memes to this day. And after about a month or so, he decided to post this. Well everyone, this was a really tough decision for me to make after trying to explain that I was in a damsels in distress and even saying it in the description of my page. You mean this description? I don't see anything about damsels in distress. I've decided to finally delete any and all of my deviations that have to do with kidnappings. Well, any and all, whichever it is, of those kidnapping memes are still up. So here's what Moby from the titular Brain Pop series has to say.
You are a liar!
I'm really sorry to anyone who enjoyed these memes, but they've given me a bad reputation, and some users have even blocked me because of them. If you guys want to keep making memes of them, great, but I'm getting rid of mine. Yeah, take advice from someone who has a bad rep by making kidnapping memes by emulating what made people turn their backs on him in the first place. Christ man, do you even read your own posts? Darkness, darkness, darkness. What to say about you? You clearly have no boundaries when it comes to making memes out of taboo subjects like kidnapping. You don't care about the quality of your own memes, and you're pretty much one of those users who gives DeviantArt a bad rep. This guy's just really, really hard to give the benefit of the doubt at first glance, considering that his obsession alone gives off such off-putting vibes. All in all, this shit shouldn't be normalized, and Darkness Awakens 13 would be better off with no internet whatsoever. Sorry if that seems harsh, but it's the truth. Anyways, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, this is ThePackagedReviewer, signing off.